Let's Get Funky, here to celebrate the release this week of their brand new 6th studio album, Adult Contemporary. It's Dave1 and P-Thug. It's Chromeo.
Hello.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
It's cold.
It is a bit cold.
It's a bit cold.
Can we not get funky in the cold?
We sure
Yes, we
can.
We sure can.
You can warm it up.
Yeah. So here we are, 6th albums in. What's so special about this one?
This one is our most thematically cohesive album to date because it all centers around mature relationships. All the ups and downs and the vicissitudes of staying funky in your 30s and 40s, or even, if you're in your 20s and you've been with someone for super long, and like everything that goes around with that. So every song is kind of a story around that theme. And then musically, we feel like it's our most sophisticated album, and it's a return kind of to the source of P and I doing everything ourselves.
Is there any songs about your relationship specifically?
You mean our relationship?
Yeah, I mean,
Coda.
It's all interchangeable.
You mean
right?
about her?
Yeah.
Coda.
You mean me and him?
Yeah.
Coda.
You guys.
Coda.
Okay.
Coda is a song about codependency.
Okay.
And it's also actually.
I thought BTS was about us. No.
Oh yeah, BTS. BTS stands for Better Than Sex, and it's about rest. Rest can be better than sex.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Adult contemporary, baby.
There you go. How many synthesizers do you have in your collections in these days? Like what's in the studio?
About 51.
51.
Yeah.
He said about.
About
51.
Yeah. Dave's like, it's more than that. Let's be honest.
No, it's about.
No,
that sounds
51.
right, yeah.
Depends
Wow.
if you include outboard gear and drum machines. But yes,
Yeah.
51.
Wow. You're like the Jay Leno of synths.
Yes.
That's
sure.
That's what a compliment
That's
that
great.
is.
Yeah.
Let's get a bit more technical. What's the difference between a vocoder and a talkbox?
That's a great question.
Thank you for asking this.
Let's clear it up once and for all.
Wow.
A talkbox is the most analog way to have vocal process.
A robot voice.
Yeah, it's basically it's the sound of a synthesizer being pushed through a speaker, going into a tube, into my mouth, and then I shape the sound with my mouth.
And so the mic is only there to grab what comes out of his mouth. But if we took the mic away and he brought his talk box, you could hear him talk in robot.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that with a vocoder.
It's the crudest version of vocal processing. It's literally taking a sound, physically putting it in my mouth, and then shaping it. A vocoder is different. It processes the sound digitally or analogically through a circuit.
That's a word now, yeah. Why not?
It mixes the signal of your actual voice with a signal of a synthesizer, codes it, hence the word vocoder. It's not vocoder, it's vocoder. It codes your voice with a synth signal, and then it comes out as a robot voice also.
And I'd say, like in layman's terms, in a vocoder, you're talking.
Yeah.
Like you're going like blah, 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 blah into a microphone, and you're playing the keyboard and it comes out, let's just say robot.
Yeah.
Whereas as a talk box, there's a tube that goes into P's mouth with sound coming out of the tube like it's a speaker.
Right.
And then so you don't even need a mic. He could walk around with a talk box, talk to people all day. We do that sometimes.
I was a bit disappointed you didn't bring it with you.
We should have brought it. We should have. Had you requested it?
Yeah, next time.
Put it on the tech writer.
Yeah.
We'll bring it.
Well, hopefully there will be a next time because you guys are coming back here
Absolutely.
in the fall. You've got 3 dates.
Yeah,
Toronto,
yeah.
Montreal, and Vancouver, right?
Yep. We
It's
were
gonna be epic.
we were there last fall, so 1 year later we come back.
Let's just make it an annual thing
We'd love that.
Yeah.
every fall.
We would love that.
But that Montreal show specifically, you must be super pumped about. There's nothing like a
the last
hometown
one was
show.
amazing.
The last one was the best show of the whole tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a surprise. So definitely Montreal but Toronto was the first one to sell out.
Yeah.
And it's one of the only nights in the tour we did 2 sold out nights. There's a couple other ones, but Toronto felt amazing. Vancouver's always a good vibe. Beautiful room. Like, we love it.
And you guys were just over in Europe doing some press as well.
Yeah, doing some promo in Europe, and we're going to be touring in Europe again over the summer. So it's a busy year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, I'm from the UK, and I remember the first time I ever heard you guys
Yeah.
was while playing FIFA.
That was big for us.
A
Fancy
lot of
footwork.
fans really discovered
A
you guys
lot
from
of
video
fans.
games and
Definitely.
FIFA particularly, right?
Yep.
That was
Yep.
like, I think even still today, it's like one of the best
Yes.
songs. I mean, you guys have had a few songs on different FIFA titles.
Yeah. It was great. Because also I think because we don't play video games, so it's like kind of cool to see people gravitate to our universe from there because it's like, oh wow, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
nice surprise.
and in TV and film as well. I bet you guys have heard your songs over the years as well. What's it like when you hear that and you're like, oh, that's us? Like, no way.
Wish it happened more. It's cool. I mean, I always get this like weird insecure feeling. Like I hope it fits. I hope it works. You know, like I don't. But
it's satisfactory. It's fun.
for sure.
It's good. It's just like seeing your fans at live shows that know the lyrics. It's kind of like it makes our process worthwhile.
Definitely.
I wonder if it's the same reaction these days. You know, maybe hearing a song on TikTok is like the modern day hearing your song in TV and film.
Well, yes, maybe. Hasn't happened to us much, but happened a little bit. But the thing about TikTok sometimes is it's a shorter fragment. Although to be fair, TV and film sometimes is a short fragment too.
Yeah.
But it's cool when you hear a lot of it, or like when it really matches a scene or something, you know,
For
like
sure.
an ambiance or something.
What is it like funking out in your 40s?
Great question.
I mean, I thought you guys were in your 20s, but until I read the bio, I was like, no way.
It's getting funkier and funkier.
Yeah, straight up. It's just like keeping like a sense of humor, a youthful spirit. You know, like you said, so that FIFA game, I think was like in 07 or 08.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people discovered us around then. And even some people who discovered us when Jealous was all over the radio. Like that's 10 years ago. So a lot of those fans are older now. They've got either families or they've got a job. They're like millennials or whatever.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are kind of experiencing this kind of how do I stay cool, or how do I stay fun, or how to keep things funky, how do I integrate music into my life, how do I integrate dancing into my life?
Yeah.
You know, and those are kind of the services we aim to provide in a way. You know, have music stay a part of your life and work it into your routine with something fun and dancey, but that also reflects the themes that you go through.
I know in recent times, I mean, over lockdown, Dave, you specifically managed to keep music a big part of everyone's life. You know, when you would stream live with obviously your brother A-Track.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
And then we also started a label during lockdown, and we did a quarantine themed album, EP, for a fundraising too. So we stay real busy.
Yeah. And how's the brother doing?
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in New York now. He's about to go to Europe. We're still, you know, A-Track is almost like the third member of Chromeo.
Yeah.
He's always the first one to hear everything we do from like the first demos. He'll have feedback and stuff. You know, he's super instrumental to this band. Executive producer on all our albums.
So this Friday, once the album Adult Contemporary drops, what's the first song you want me to listen to? Are you very much like, no, listen to it in the order it was made to be listened to? Or?
That would be nice.
Yeah.
But we have
what was it, 46 minutes?
No, it's
44
55.
minutes? 55 minutes?
55.
right.
If you have that, let's do it.
No, it's one of our longest albums. The single that's going to come out with the album is Lost and Found, and that's a pretty powerful tune.
Yeah.
So that'd be a cool one to check out first.
Okay.
But yeah, in the order is always nicer.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, we take time to make the order right. So.
Yeah.
It's a playlist, you know?
It's always tricky though. I find like, you know, with streaming services now, they always put a little star next to the most streamed song on the
I hate
album.
that. I hate that.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's like you shouldn't know. You should make your own. You should gravitate towards what calls you. You know what I mean? Like the star, it kind of bums me a little bit when I see that. No one should dictate your experience.
Well, don't worry. They're all going to be stars. There'll be stars next to every single song.
They're all stars in my book.
Let's just touch once more on Montreal, because obviously that's one of the dates that you would back for in fall. Why has Montreal managed to produce so many great producers?
So crazy, right? Don't know.
It's
What is it? Is there someone in the water there? What's
no,
going on?
I think it's just it's the economics of Montreal. You could literally, you know, I used to work 2-3 days a week and be able to focus the rest on music. The last place in North America with cheap rents,
All right.
you know, you could literally
Good
work a
quality
side
of
job
life.
and commit your full time to your craft.
Yeah. It's also, I would also add to that like because there's a bit of a European tinge, you know, it attracts people from all over. You know, it's a very singular city with the culture and the language, but it would attract a lot of people. So I guess there's a lot of different influences.
And it's close enough to be culturally relevant, you know. So it's
true. It's an impressive place. So many people have come, but you know, a lot of those people that we associate with Montreal, they're not born and raised there. It just takes nothing away. But, you know, like the singer from Arcade Fire, Grimes, all that, like they came to Montreal. So it was like the city's gravitational pull, really, that kind of really, it draws people in. It's special.
It's a tastemakery place, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
Great nights, great nightclubs.
Yeah. Good energy. And French Canadians love to party.
100%.
You know, like that's a thing.
Well, Chromeo, we got technical, we got funky, and a little bit sexy. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Yeah, we
Thank you.
did.
Yeah.
We did. We got sociological.
There we go.
We got geographical.
I think we covered everything.
Everything.
Spoke about FIFA for a little bit. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, Adult Contemporary from Chromeo drops this Friday. And don't miss them back here in Canada. Vancouver, September 5th. Montreal, October 8th. And Toronto, October 9th. We'll see you then.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.